No, it's good. This is Louis D Fresh. This.
Oh shit! Sorry.
No, it's a good beginning, man. A good beginning. Good beginning. I'm reshooting this because I got a phone call while I was doing this. But this is a Louis D Fresh Miscellaneous new playlist, Fish Miscellaneous, I'm going to call it. And I just want to show a few things, and I'm going to try this again. I hope nobody else calls because it'll mess up the video. This is the right button to press, the EcoComplete. EcoComplete, remember I've told you in the past that I've used bare bottom tanks. Bare bottom tanks, I have learned, do not work as well as they could have or should have. I find that this EcoComplete does indeed keep the water clean, and it keeps the plants happy. And it's part of my science experiment that I will share with you someday. And but also these, remember again, my little feeders for my turtles. And we will move on with my miscellaneous video. All right, my next group of miscellaneous stuff. This is the inspiration that I have for my tank that has no filter. You see here at the neighborhood fish farm, they have these tanks here that literally have no filter. I don't have any secret anything here. And this what really keeps these things thriving. I know it's murky, but all the fish are thriving because of the plants. And I started an experiment that I will share with you once I'm convinced that the experiment is working. All right, I will continue here with my miscellaneous video part 2. Hopefully it works this time. No phone calls to mess up my my video. These, as you see behind me, and I'm going to flip the camera around. These here, you see here, and one of the things I love about the fish farm is that they do these, they kind of separate the fish. So people who don't do their research will kind of see fish bunched together that should be together. And usually the red referring to aggressive behavior. The cichlids you see I think are absolutely beautiful fish. I think they're the most colorful bunch of fish that you will see in the freshwater business here. And so, but they are aggressive, and it is important that you keep them separate. Again, keeping with one of my themes is research, whether it be college related or fish related. Again, I'm just double checking here. I think one of the best things that this place does is they do separate the fish so that you realize, hey, these you can keep together, these you can't keep together. And let me show you again. You'll see here that Tetras, wherever they may be, I think the Tetras are down there. You see the little Tetras over there. I'm not talking about the orange guys, which I'll get to. But Tetras should be kept together because they are more peaceful fish. Again, continuing with the miscellaneous video, for fish, barbs are semi-aggressive. And you'll see barbs right there swimming along there. And again, they usually should be kept together so to avoid fights. Now I'm going to show you some floating plants. And once I show you my little experiment that seems to be working out really well without filter, these plants I got because they literally they suck up the algae, and I'm amazed. And so I got them from this tank. This one right here, and I'll look up the name more properly once I do a video on them. But these plants really do, they act as twofold. One, because believe it or not, here in South Florida the other day, it went down to 39 degrees, seriously. And it acted like a blanket for my zebra Daniels that I have in my experiment. And now that it's getting warmer, right now it's about 77, 78, 79. And when it goes up to 93, which is the normal for the winter, for the summertime, it will act as a coolant because the sun's rays won't penetrate. I'll just stick my hand in for a second. You see how that is a thick layer, and it does provide that type of blanket and almost air conditioning as well. I'm gonna get to 3 more spots in my fish miscellaneous. I'll probably do more of these fish miscellaneous. I kind of like them. And they're very kind to me here at the fish farm in Miami, Florida. Neighborhood fish farm. Look it up. Called tropicalfishmiami.com. And they're on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, things of that nature. A little public service announcement. But let me continue and show you my last couple of things in the miscellaneous video here. Again, in their intelligence, they kind of continue to separate the fish, assuming you're not going to do your research. And mollies, you'll notice that the mollies, you'll see mollies here. See those mollies here? All those mollies over there. You see all those mollies? These are live bearers. As I will wander over here, see, these are live bearers. These guys will not produce eggs. They will actually have their babies live, and that's why they're called live bearers. And so it's kind of, I think, important. These are a little brighter to show you. These are, I think, more sailfin mollies, I believe. And you'll see that these really should be kept together and not with other fish. You remember in my video about fish illnesses, remember I showed you Discus, and honestly I just noticed this tank recently. I don't know, they keep moving things around, which is good, and but with Discus, they're very, very delicate. You remember we're transporting them. Most of these Discus, they usually come up from the Amazon, and they really do. They don't, breed them very often. They will, but they're more brought from the Amazon. And I just wanted to show you that fish illness thing that I was talking about. They're not ill, but I just wanted to show you the fish. You will see here these Discus, right? You'll see that they are smaller, but you see how they're a little bit more, they're more delicate. They're much more delicate. And you'll see sometimes they'll even get a little funky in their transportation here. But yet, they're pretty healthy, pretty strong. They're with some rams. I love their color. But that's why if you gotta be really careful when you're transporting and really take your time to take care of these fish, and not just, hey, let's throw them in there. So these are Discus. Okay, last but not least, because I was really upset that somebody called and it screwed up the last video. But last group is and this is it for the miscellaneous video. First of the miscellaneous videos, goldfish, because you remember in my illness video I spoke about how goldfish sometimes will get that kidney disease, primarily with goldfish. I think it's really important, and if you need to write it down, if you're thinking about freshwater fish. Goldfish are cold water fish. Write it down. And those other fish I was showing you, like the mollies, the tetras, the barbs, cichlids, they're all tropical fish. So there's two different variations. They thrive on different types of water. So they're still freshwater, they're still the same water, but yet the temperature variation really, it's just not conducive. And people tend to, and I see it all the time, people combine cold water fish like goldfish and tropical fish, and it usually becomes a mess because one will outweigh the other one, and usually the one that wins is the goldfish, because the goldfish produce an awful lot of waste. They produce an awful lot of ammonia, and they will tend to kill off your tropical fish. So this is my last little miscellaneous thing that I wanted to show you. All right, the last miscellaneous thing, and I like it because it's in the tub. You'll see that these are goldfish, and they are indeed cold water fish. They have well water, so even when it's 93 degrees here in the summertime, this water is cool because they have well water. And so you see here that their shape looks like your quote-unquote typical fish. But if I turn over here, you'll notice that these have these fan tails, and they're fatter and they're a little slower. But sometimes you forget that these guys and these guys, even though they're small, these guys will at least double in size. And these guys will quadruple in size. They can grow up to a foot long. So that's another misconception about goldfish. That people think, oh, they're so cute, they're so cute. They really, really do need a lot of space in order for them to thrive. So I thank you for listening to me in my miscellaneous video. I wanted to do it because honestly what I wanted to talk about was the substrate, and how I'm fascinated that the substrate works. But I figure I was here, I might as well show a couple little things and blah, blah, blah. I didn't touch everything that I wanted to touch upon, which is good because it gives me another chance to do more miscellaneous videos. But I hope you liked it. And this is Louis D. Fresh, and you make it a great day.